My name is Patricia Rantabeng. I'm from Botswana. I'm working on the prevalence of oncogenic human papillomavirus types in women that have been diagnosed with vulvar and cervical squamous cell carcinoma. This is part of a larger study that I'm currently conducting titled The Prevalence of Oncogenic Human Papillomavirus Types in Patients that have been diagnosed with the anogenital squamous cell carcinomas in Botswana.
My name is Beatrice Nyagol from Kenya Medical Research Institute. We work with HIV research. We were doing a study on intravaginal ring among young women and girls in Kisumu, Kenya.
Nom Wedraogo Rogomenoma Addis. Je viens du Burkina Faso. Je suis burkinabé. Et j'ai travaillé en biologie moléculaire sur le diagnostic des herpès virus. Et mon article est intitulé Molecular Diagnosis of cytomegalovirus, Epstein-Barr virus, and herpes 6 virus in infected and no infected women, pregnant women, by multiplex real-time PCR in Ouagadougou.
I'm called Mayasa Nabagala from Uganda, and I work as a statistician with Infectious Disease Institute, Makerere University. I did a study that looked at understanding outcomes of patient tracking after a missed call in HIV-positive patients.
Yeah, my name is Marta Zodi. I work at the Armar Hansen Research Institute in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I did this work also at the same institution as part of my PhD work, and it's on regulatory T cells in tuberculosis.
My name is Asangwa Constantine Tanywe, and I come from Cameroon. The research we are working on is titled The Experiences of Women Living with Trachoma in Africa, a Qualitative Systematic Review. This review is part of a series of reviews that we have been conducting in our center on infectious and non-communicable diseases that affects our population. And trachoma is one of those diseases that leads to blindness, and it's affecting women a lot. But when I looked at the evidence, policymakers have not been taking into consideration the gender dimension of this aspect with a particular focus on women. And that is why we thought it was important to conduct this systematic review to find out the experiences of these women living with this disease and how it can assist policymakers to make their decisions.
My name is Lamin Bicham. I am from the Gambia, West Africa. And in year 2016, from May to September, I was working on a qualitative detection of proviral DNA of HIV-1 to determine the efficacy of antiretroviral therapy in the prevention of mother-to-child transmission of HIV. Basically, this research aims to look at the vertical transmission among women that are taking this antiretroviral therapy in the Gambia.
My name is Tinashe Keninyazika, and I come from Zimbabwe, Harare, Zimbabwe. But currently I'm based in Malawi. I'm pursuing my PhD in Malawi with the Malawi Liverpool Wellcome Trust. And I've been working on a topic entitled Cryptococcus neoformans population diversity is not associated with clinical outcomes of HIV-associated cryptococcal meningitis patients in Harare, Zimbabwe.
I got the MEC Best Young African Researcher Award. I'm so over the moon. It's ecstatic. I was actually excited. It was totally unexpected. It's really nice to be appreciated when you do good work and do goodwill for the benefit of your people and the world at large. So yes, it's really nice to be appreciated for the good work that we do.
I'm excited about winning MARC Best African Women Researchers Award, and for them recognizing the effort that young researchers and scientists like us contribute towards research in Africa.
Je suis très émue d'avoir gagné ce prix, de la deuxième place de meilleure chercheure africaine de MEC.
I won an award of MARC Best Africa Research Award. I am overjoyed. I can't explain how I feel. It feels like a dream come true. I have worked on a number of projects for a long time, and at last I made a breakthrough. It feels like I've been reborn as a researcher. 1,000 opportunities are possible now, because I know I have felt success, and I know what it feels like to be awarded for success.
So I'm very happy to be recipient of the UNESCO-Merck Best African Female Researcher Award. It's exciting to have this recognition of the work I've done during the past 5 years.
I feel very honored and motivated for winning the MARC Best Young Africa Researcher Award 2016.
I am very grateful to be part of or to be selected as MARC Best Young African Researcher at the UNESCO-MARC Summit year 2016. African continent is gifted with highly profiled scientists that publish thousands of scientific articles every year.
I feel honored. I'm really excited. I can tell you how the joy that I have right now to have won the MEC Young Best African Research Award.
The UNESCO-MARC African Research Summit will contribute significantly to my career, in that I've met different people with different experiences. Some of them are working on the same field that I am. So this has shown me that the current research that we are focusing on is of utmost importance, and we must continue working on that to bring solutions to problems that we are facing in our different nations.
It is a good step that MARC has taken to recognize young women doing research in Africa, and the contribution of the award will accelerate scientific research in Africa, and more women will seek opportunities to be involved in research in Africa.
Ce sommet UNESCO-MARC Africa Research Summit est la bienvenue. Et avec ce prix que je viens d'obtenir, je pense que ça sera une motivation réelle pour les femmes, surtout les jeunes femmes chercheurs qui ont des ambitions comme moi, parce qu'elles se verront que le prix vient toujours après les efforts et que si elles font des efforts, elles seront toujours récompensées. Et ensemble, nous pourrons contribuer à développer l'Afrique, à amener l'Afrique à un développement durable. Parce que si la femme veut réellement quelque chose, elle l'obtient de tout son cœur.
The UNESCO-MARS 2016 recognition of women is going to empower women further, to actually give them an opportunity to come out into the light. Myself, I would say that already now I'm known. People want to know, what do you do? What work are you working? What work is in transit? What have you worked on before? An opportunity I hadn't got earlier to actually showcase my pieces of work as a female.
This MERC Africa Research Summit, I think it brings together a diverse group of individuals working in Africa on different topics related to infectious diseases. So it allows us to network with people in the same area. It allows us to share our capabilities and skills with others, and also to access the skills and capabilities, infrastructures and facilities available in other African countries, so that we can work together to develop future projects and answer some of the questions.
The UNESCO-MARC Africa Research Summit will benefit the African continent in several ways. The first is in terms of capacity building. Through this summit, scholarships are issued to African young researchers and medical doctors to study in institutions abroad sponsored by MARC.
This summit, as I'm speaking to you right now, this summit has improved my level of research and has improved my expertise in research. And secondly, they have invited young researchers which are able to explore. Like for the case of myself, when I'm back in my community, I have to make sure that I teach them on infectious diseases. empowerment, women empowerment, and most definitely also help my other young Gambian researchers in the case of research in the sciences.
UNESCO-MARS Africa Research Summit has been the best conference that I've ever attended. Why? Because I've managed to collaborate, network with other researchers from Africa. I actually didn't know that there are people who are actually doing the same work like me in Africa, and it's really a good opportunity for African researchers to network, collaborate, and to form and to establish long-lasting friendships or relationships.
I think it will motivate the women that have currently attended the summit to continue working hard in their communities to identify problem areas and to continue attending these international conferences, submit abstracts, share the information, and in the quest to be appreciated, you work hard, you don't sleep, you sweat.
Ce sommet de l'UNESCO-MARS Africa Research Summit. Et en venant, j'ai eu à dire à mes élèves, surtout ceux qui sont dans la série scientifique, que je venais à une rencontre scientifique et donc je vais m'absenter pour 2 jours. Donc pour impacter ces élèves, je compte présenter à tous les élèves du lycée ce beau cadeau, ce meilleur prix que je viens d'obtenir afin de les motiver, de les encourager à poursuivre dans les études et aller au-delà du baccalauréat parce que c'est dans la recherche que nous pouvons obtenir un développement de notre pays.
This award is not just for me, but being a statistician, it's a male-dominated field. I think it's for all the women back home in my country, and I'm going to hold it up and tell them we can do it.
The UNESCO-Merck Best African Women Research Award will encourage, I believe, other young women researchers in Africa to work harder and also to take the path of science as a career choice.
The UNESCO-MARS Africa Research Summit will benefit me in my career in the sense that the award I receive will be a recognition back home that will encourage me to develop and build capacities for young researchers in our center.
I've gathered, and I have gathered a lot, and to be very, very optimistic, I have wrote a report already yesterday night to make sure that I see those reports and then those innovations that I have gathered from these speakers and professors to make sure that I spread those innovation and ideas, new ideas on research and building research, capacity building and the like to the Gambian, and I will share it with other fellows within the University of the Gambia and young researchers that are in the Gambia too.
UNESCO-MARS Africa Research Summit, its contribution to my country, I believe that researchers will be able to network on one platform, the online platform, especially the researchers who are in the field of infectious disease. And it will also help to collaborate, people to collaborate together, and also to help bring Zimbabwe solutions for Zimbabwean problems.
When you educate a woman, really you're educating your community, you're educating your nation. So by focusing on women in research, you're basically empowering these women to empower their communities to share information on the challenges that are affecting them in the communities. So empower the girl child, empower the woman, empower the community, empower the nation, empower the world at large.
UNESCO-MARS recognition of the importance of women's health and actually making it its goal is paramount. And recognizing the women that actually are going to make sure that we all form one big ball that can roll down onto each woman, down there to the society, down there to the community in the continent, is very, very important.